Man, you my only hope. What am I gonna do? John G TV. Oh, yeah. Welcome back to Gear Chat. Yeah. Welcome back to Gear Chat University. Ding. Me. I don't know what I would do about. Every week I tune in to Gear. You, and you. Every week I tune in to Gear. You. Get hype, get pumped, baby. Oh. Every you. All right, John G, cut that off. We don't want to hear that no more. Yeah, man, you see it. Because I was tripping when I saw it. Pioneer DJ Toraiz, the Toraizin, for all those that don't know. The Toraiz Squid, the multi-track sequencer. Hot new item. And I mean sizzling. Now, off top, I'm looking at this going, okay. So, this is one of those things, I mean, just the way it looks, very appealing. It definitely has the Toraiz design and look and feel to it. Well, I can't say feel, but the look is very much like the Toraiz. The Toraiz, I forgot what the name of the thing is. The synthesizer. Yeah, so it looks interesting. The only thing I'm questioning is I don't understand, and I would need somebody to explain to me exactly how how it can connect 16 instruments. What did I read at? Hold on, let me see. With multi-color pads. What did I read? I read somewhere that this thing is capable of controlling like 16 pieces of gear, and I just didn't get that. Where did I see that? Okay. Did I misread something? Perhaps? Perhaps I did. It clearly says 16 multicolored performance pads. I know I didn't 16 tracks. maybe it was in a different article or something, but I could have swore I read something that said that it can control 16 instruments. Damn it, I hate that. Yeah, so supposedly it controls multiple instruments similar to the Beatstep Pro. Now, the Beatstep Pro for 250 is like way like that's spot on, and it seems to be a winner. Now I've heard, I don't own it, but I have heard of people, especially in the beginning, of connectivity issues with MIDI and things of that nature. But I believe Arturia got those early stages worked out through updates. I don't know what the current state of it is, but I haven't heard any negative, feedback on it. So from what I'm gathering, it's still hot. It's still a hot piece. So this is kind of going into that market, and it has the 16 pads, but it also it's got like another whole side to it, with your play and stop. And I mean, it's a sizable piece. Like, I mean, go check it out. Like, it's way bigger. It'll take up way more space than your Beatstep Pro. That's by far. Like, it's a nice sizable piece. And my first question is, for $600, what am I getting? So there's no point in me playing the demo, because sonically, I mean, that's not what we're talking about. It's a sequencer. But in the video they have here, he has like, maybe they say it in here or something, but he has like a crazy amount of gear hooked up to it, supposedly, but I'm just don't understand how, because in the back it has like 2 ends, but I don't know. So I'm still not, like I said, I need somebody to explain that to me. I don't understand it. Maybe it was on this video. Okay, check it out. Okay, so you got pitch bend. What else we got here? What are they talking about here? Let's see here. Now the randomization, basically, the electrons, trigs, being able to do trigs. Okay, I like that. Polyrhythmic patterns. So this is a performance piece. It's a sequencer, to whereas you would be on this as opposed to all the gear and controlling all your gear with this. 48 playback positions. Now that's crazy, because you can go all these different ways of playing the loop or whatever. Chords, harmonizer. Hard for me to say that word. I mean, I know I can't play this whole video. I ain't trying to. Well, it don't matter. I ain't like I'm trying to get no damn ads and no shit like that. So, it's one of those videos where you just see him doing a bunch of stuff, but he's got like a crazy amount of gear hooked up to it. And again, I'm a little speed modulation. I mean, and I love performing pieces like this. A lot of sounds. I mean, this video, just go watch the video. Like, you'll get what I'm saying. Especially if you're a performer. Yeah. Okay, like, I mean, Beast Step Pro for 250 shows sound a lot better, but I don't know if Beast Step Pro can do all of what this can do in terms of playback modes. I believe it can do that at least, but I don't know if it has. This is at 48. That's ridiculous. 48 different type of playback modes. But with the step locking and being able to do that, like, that's nice. Control your dog. I don't know if the B Step Pro can do that per se, but it does have USB, so I'm certain it can to a degree. But this is definitely affecting, you know, they're using live obviously, but yeah, so definitely go check out the video for Squid. Doesn't matter where you go, you're probably gonna see the same video. I'd imagine right now on YouTube or Sweetwater. This is where I go. A little Sweetwater plug. That's my gear space of choice. Um, but actually, you know what? You know, I actually want to pivot because you know, Perfect. I mean, Sweetwater is my like number one spot for gear. Outside of that, you know, Perfect Circuit is where I would suggest you go for like everything odd, just stuff that you've never maybe even heard before or seen before. Like this is where you're gonna go and get that um, off-brand. I don't want to make that sound like the quality is less, but it's just not in the main. It's not rolling per se in Korg like there's other brands out here. Which brings me to something that I've been looking at, and it's kind of like, you know, like I think, you know, I think it was two things actually. I'll talk about one today, um, and that one piece being the Erica. Where is it, Joe? It's the Erica synth. The Erica synth. The one with the multi-track, whatever. It's like, doggone it. Where was it? I just saw it. Just for looking at it. I was just lusting. I was just lusting over it. Okay, yeah, the Fusion box. There you go. The analog, the Erica synth Fusion box analog effects box. Yeah. So you know, how I always do, I kind of put myself through little gear wars, if you will. If I'm interested in a piece of gear and I'm thinking, okay, well, what could I get to rival that, you know, at that same price point? What can I get cheaper that can do what that do? And so I'm like, well, you know, I bet the analog heat, like the other one that came out after the heat, the whatever it's called, I forgot the one that's white. So I go look at it. I'm like, nah, because this Erica Synth joint got the overdrive plus delay. So I'm starting to trying to rival to see what can match this because you know $400 is not cheap. So I'm trying to see what can rival that. And so far, like it's hard pressed to me to find something that actually does that. And there's a certain video that you can go check out, but it's demoing the Fusion box, and it's awesome. Like, let's go here. Erica Synth Fusion box. Listen, man, I love that. Like, okay, so yeah, that's just one box doing that. Now, this can't rival my area effects lineup. Like, it can't rival that because you're talking about four boxes, and so that's you know. But because I waited and got them, so they was all discounted. Um, so I probably I still spent let me see, one, two, three, four. I probably spent about, yeah. I spent over what it. Not much over though. Yeah, honestly, it's not much over what this one box cost. What I spent for the four boxes, um, but still, it can't do what those can do because that's you're talking about four different things that can modulate the sound, and so it can't compete. That one box can't compete with the four. However, there's nothing else that I've found so far that can really rival this. So I'm thinking, man, like it sounds great. So if you're interested in checking out or getting into some kind of overdrive delay, like you heard with the Sonics, like it's crazy on drums. You can put pretty much use it on whatever, but um, you see how crazy it got made the drums crunchy, and it reminded me of that setup. Like I love that setup. It's just dope. Like you can hook anything up to it, and then to end it off, with having the heat on the end, because you can heat. I love my analog heat. Analog heat is the joint. Like it heats everything up. That's all I can say. I mean, it really is. Like I remember really not liking that piece at first because I just not that I didn't like it. I didn't like the price of it. But however, after I got it, I'm telling you, it really is. Uh, it really is worth the money because there's nothing else out there like it. That has this level of EQing and sound design along with LFOs and filters and amps. Yeah, you're not you're not really getting nothing else out there like that. So, all right, that's it. I didn't want to spend too much time today. I really want to talk about this Squid. Like, go check out the video. You'll see what I'm saying. Like, if you are a performer and you have gear, it's gonna make you think. If nothing else, I don't know what you currently use, how your setup is currently going, or if you're even in the market for something like this. But I'm pretty certain that when you go watch the little demo, it's gonna have you thinking. It's gonna have you thinking. It's gonna get your wheels spinning as to whether or not, hey, like that type of thing. So go check it out, man. John G TV. I'm gonna go ahead and slide up out of here, get up out of y'all hairs, and as we always do, we're gonna slide on out. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Now dip, baby. Come on, now dip, baby. All right. Oh, every week, John G. Every week, John G. What? Every week. Oh. John G. and I'm out. Class dismissed. Now see that now see that's what I get. That's what I get for hanging out with a damn dog that drink tequila. This ain't for me. I don't. I should be having a banana. Tequila! Tequila! You want some more tequila? Shots! 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 Tequila!
Yeah, you see John G.